As all good stories start, this one starts in a tavern. We are in the wonderful city of Waterdeep. It's about sunset. The sun is about to go down, and people are starting to head home to maybe cook dinner or maybe go out to drinks with their compatriots. But our story is going to start with Wyatt. CB, please describe your character and what they're doing outside this particular tavern.
Well, that's a good question. Are they outside or are they inside?
Up to you. Would you like to be inside or outside?
What does the story want me to be?
Well, you are part of the story. You're driving this narrative.
Perhaps he just stepped outside, perhaps to get some air. But that is a very anachronistic thing to say, because when the camera looks down upon Wyatt, they would see about a 3-foot, 3-inch individual. At first you think they might have some tanness to their skin just based on maybe the shadows that are dancing off of their form. But then you look closer, you realize that they are made of metal, as they are an autognome. They are very, very soft-footed, even though they are such a metallic figure. As they strut out, and I say strut, there's nothing really fanciful about it. Their charisma is not high. They're wearing, honestly, not too much that seems to be very exuberant or extravagant. Simple tavern shirt they just put over their metallic core, pants, boots, the works. However, they do have a long coat, dark brown leather with a matching fedora on top of their head. It seems like whoever made them carved or melded what seems to be a handlebar mustache into their form. Vibrant green eyes that seem to shift in and out of focus mechanically for a moment as they are flipping through a notepad, writing some things down. But you realize their index finger has become a pen, and they're writing things down with their index finger. Just kind of jotting just small little details of random things that they've just seen. The cat that is in view that happens to walk across. They're noting how many times that cat has walked across. They're listening to conversations. They just seem to be a very... they're kind of a window shopper. They don't intend to be. But in this moment, as they step out again to get some air, they seem to just be watching the world. This is Operative 00-Y8, or known as Wyatt.
So, as you are outside this tavern, taking things in, your compatriot, Elliot, comes out with 2 drinks. Does Wyatt drink the average tavern ale?
It's probably not actually ale. It's probably like oil.
Perfect. 1 ale and 1 oil. He is actually, I'll let you describe Elliot, because he is your compatriot. What's Elliot like?
Elliot has fair skin, in contrast to the browns and beiges and gold metallics of Wyatt. Elliot wears darker clothes, dark leathers and the like. But something that is striking about Elliot is that at times you can't tell if they're walking or floating. And you can't tell if they are actually pale or translucent. They have a shock of black hair. I think it's probably kind of curly, kind of long, typically pulled up into a bun. Glasses that sit on the bridge of their nose. They're the one probably more stressed out than Wyatt is.
Interesting.
And they're definitely the I don't want to say the face of the duo, but they have the higher charisma, I will say.
Interesting.
If that makes sense. But yeah, that's really Elliot. Seems unassuming.
Perfect. He takes the cup of oil and kind of like places it on the ground next to you. And he starts drinking his own, waiting for you to drink. And he goes like, your drink's not going to finish itself. I promise it's what you like.
Just waiting for the time when you poison me.
For the last time. Have I ever poisoned you? Ever?
Yes.
That was your medication. That's not poison. That's your medication.
I don't require... Okay.
He kind of like puts his arms down on the, what's it called? The banister overlooking this particular scene in Waterdeep. And you're kind of looking at the town. Please make a perception check.
Oh, I will gladly
The first roll of this wonderful one-shot.
Wunderbar. Let me just check one small thing on my end. Wonderful. I will put a bit of a might put guidance on this.
Okay.
That is wow. That just kind of rolled everywhere. Well, lucky for you, first roll is a natural 20. But it does get me to a 31.
Perfect. You see in an alleyway, as the light is shining on the sunset lit town, this alleyway becomes pure darkness quickly. And the darkness kind of like, almost as if it's ink, seeps out of this alleyway. And as it starts to seep out of the alleyway, you can just see like a pink feathers just like come out of that darkness and just settle onto the ground. And as the pink feathers start to settle on the ink that leaks out of the alleyway, it retracts into itself as if it were never there. What would you like to do?
You said darkness, then a pink feather, and then the pink feather just seemed to retract as if it was not there.
Yes.
You see that? Saying to Elliot.
I don't want to see it. I just want to enjoy my ale in peace for once.
Unfortunately, that's not what I asked, but... one moment. You stay here.
Wait,
don't die.
Wait, no, wait. Okay. I need to pay our tab. And he goes back into the tavern as you go by yourself.
Wonderful. Yeah, I will kind of not saunter over, but it looks very unassuming as I begin to move around. Maybe like go to a fountain for a second, go to another stall, say hi to someone, but I'm just slowly but surely making my way towards that destination without directly walking forward.
Okay.
Almost blending in with the crowd as I move.
Okay. As you're kind of like walking, no one seems to be noticing this inky blackness. It's almost as if like it couldn't have been there. It's just a normal alleyway to everyone else. Because with a 31 perception check, you see everything. And everyone else is just going about their lives, right? So, as you're kind of like walking into it, for a brief second, as you're listening to the tavern play music in the background, the music just stops. The chickens that you heard before, you can't hear them. You look to your left and you see the guy that was arguing at the fruit cart. You see his lips moving, but no sound is coming out. You can just feel your heartbeat. If Wyatt has a heart.
More like I hear the clockwork inside, gears that's shifting, but it's probably mimicking that same cadence of a heartbeat, but it's very mechanical.
But you hear nothing.
Wyatt is pretty smart, I will say. Could he surmise that there is potentially a spell that has been cast upon this area, or has he stepped into a demi-plane? Like, can he try to ascertain exactly what just happened? He has thoughts, but can he legitimize said thoughts?
Well, I'll just tell you, because you rolled a 31.
Well, thank you. I just didn't want to...
It's a silence spell that has been cast in the nearby area that you just stepped into. But if you're not in the silence spell, it's hard to notice, you know?
Fair. He will pause, realizing that now. Another question: did he step into a silence spell, or was silence cast upon the area he is in? Let me rephrase that: did he step into it, or did it get cast while he was in there?
So Wyatt just stepped into it.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes more sense. Wonderful. He will kind of take that. Is it still pitch dark here?
Yes.
Okay, well, I can't do anything about that one. But what I potentially can do is... You're going to see, we'll lose the camera for a moment. We'll see the green lights within Wyatt's eyes, or within the core that makes up his eyes. There's a blink as the eye kind of shudder for a moment, and as they reopen, they're more of a pale green blue now as I cast the invisibility.
Okay.
Just to start to get some detection going. No light at this moment because I actually don't have the ability to cast light, but I can make a torch if I need to. But I'm just starting with some inners.
So, as you're looking through this silence, actually, what are the components for see invisibility?
Verbal somat. Oh, I can't cast it.
Unfortunately,
let me double check one thing before I lie to you. 2 moments. This actually does matter. Okay, no, they still require the components. Never mind. Walk that back. I cast nothing. Nothing at all. That's okay. I will light a torch instead.
Okay. You light this torch, and all the light kind of illuminates around you, but it doesn't penetrate this darkness.
Ooh, it's magical darkness.
Correct.
Better. Interesting. Then at the moment, he really can't do much. He's going to step back out of it just so he's not in a space that he's completely helpless necessarily. But he is going to find Elliot, who could help with this situation. They kind of complement each other in that regard. But I guess while I was in there, did I feel did I feel any other presences in that darkness?
Make a Arcana check, please.
Arcana, okay. Arcana, that is an 18.
Since you can't see into the darkness, you realize that someone has cast, or something has cast darkness in the specific alley. It feels overwhelming, demonic, pressure. It's almost as if someone's like deep sea diving, and the pressure of the world is like caving and pressuring in upon you. And as soon as you turn around to go get your friend, a small hand grabs onto your ankle, and you look down, and it's a little gnome man, and the darkness is just slowly trying to pull him. And you can see his lips trying to say something, but he is still within the spell of silence. What would you like to do?
If I can see him, CB doesn't know it. Wyatt knows sign language. And he will sign help. That do you need help, essentially. Not do you need help, what has happened. If this gnome understands sign language.
I don't think this particular gnome knows sign language.
Okay, wonderful.
But would Wyatt know Gnomish?
I do not.
Or let's say, is there a role that would best describe you reading his lips?
I'm observant.
Okay. Let's try intelligence or maybe perception. What would Wyatt do in this situation?
Investigation, probably.
Investigation.
You're funny. As an auto gnome, I don't know Gnomish. Isn't that hilarious?
I was trying to throw you a bone. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I literally, that's just how this works.
For investigation.
Wonderful. I will do investigation as a inquisitive rogue.
Okay.
Not even just that. As a mark of detection rogue, I get to add a D4 to my intelligence. My investigation checks. I don't know if I want to use that just yet, so I'm gonna save the other one unless I need it. But that's why I'm observant. So I do have the ability to read lips.
Perfect.
But as far as the
if you have the ability to read lips, no roll is needed.
Oh, okay, great, wonderful.
So you can see his lips say, "It's the demon. Please don't press the button. I didn't. Don't go to Daggerford." And as he is screaming this, help, come to... and he is sucked into the darkness.
I just want you to know, as well as having a -1 in charisma, I have a -1 in strength, so I'm not pulling him. That's an impossibility here. So we're unstatably clear here. But as he gets pulled, and there's really nothing. I mean, I would try to like reach out and help, but as he gets pulled away, I would intend to again get out of that darkness at the very least, just so I'm not getting pulled next. And will be very confused at what just transpired. Is the darkness still there once the body is pulled?
As he's pulled into the darkness, it sucks within itself. Quick. And the alley is back to normal. And you feel like a hand on your shoulder, like it's your friend Elliot. Hey, is something going on?
You know that ale? I know I'm an oil fin, but I might need an actual stiff one. We might need to go to Daggerford. I know I was told not to, but I'll explain when we're not right next to the crime scene. And he's going to intend to pull Elliot away from this area.
There's a big crime scene?
Long story. Let's go. And we'll just get him just away from this area, because no matter what happened, even if it was in darkness, even if there's demonic stuff involved, it did just happen in this city. And he's not the type to be seen at the crime scene when it happens. He shows up later. And he needs more information that he doesn't have right now.
Wait. What's at Daggerford?
Information and a potential lead.
A lead to what?
Well, isn't it the fun?
Welcome to Demons in Daggerford. I'm your GM, Justin. Welcome to this one shot. I'm so excited to bring this story to you guys, but I'm not alone. I'm joined by other little demons that may or may not be at Daggerford.
Hi.
Say hi, demons.
Hi, demons.
This should be so much fun. Let's go around and introduce ourselves to our audience. Let's start with the person that was just playing, CB.
Hello, everyone. My name is Omega Jones, also known as Critbard across all social media channels. My pronouns are he and they. I'm a professional actor and vocalist from the Midwest turned tabletop gamer, designer, GM, host, moderator, Twitch partner, jack of all trades, master of like 3 of them. I am playing Operative 00-Y8, aka Wyatt, our inquisitive rogue who is confused. But he won't be soon.
Oh, you will not be confused soon because we are joined by some other people. Let's start with introducing the other people. Marchie, please introduce yourself.
Thank you. I am Marchie. I'm a content creator and actor. I've been playing D&D for 5 years now, really GMing a lot of games myself. I am going to be playing an arcane trickster rogue named Emra, who is human and got some secrets up her sleeves that we'll see if they come up.
Hi,
Okay,
everybody.
Theo,
I'm
introduce
Theo.
yourself.
Theo can read on TikTok. I am playing a elf barbarian named Gordy. I'm pretty new to the D&D scene, so we'll see what happens.
Patsy, introduce yourself.
Hi, I am Patsy. I'm Patsy, also known as Pat Who Is Nice on TikTok. I am I guess, content creator, if you can call it that, and also musician in Nashville, Tennessee. I work at a local game store, also DIY venue called the Arcane Workshop here in Nashville. And I'm like super happy to be a part of this because I don't very often get to flex the RPG muscle online very much. So this is like kind of fun for me since I've been doing D&D for like the last 7 years. So super excited.
Hi, everybody. I'm Theo. My
introduce
handle
yourself.
is Theo Can Read on TikTok. I'm pretty new to the D&D community, but I'm going to be playing Gordy today. I'm an elf barbarian. I'm ready to get crazy.
Way to set the
Let's
tone.
get crazy.
Crazy.
It should be fun. What could possibly go wrong, right? So, let's cut in to the rest of our cast who are at Daggerford. 10 years since you've last seen each other. This is for Agra, Emery, and Gordy. In the meantime, you guys have become billionaires. You guys your influence stretches all along the Sword Coast. But you also haven't heard from your mysterious benefactor until today, where each of you has gotten a letter to this address. The first one that arrives at Daggerford, let's go with Patsy. How do you arrive at this beautiful, haunting mansion?
So I have sort of left behind my current life, which is maintaining a private militia of warriors that go around defending, fighting, or blades for hire, really, as obviously a large collapse occurred in my side of the country. I don't feel like I have as much of a will to fight for the crown anymore. I'm more so just sort of filling my time with helping people, and I sort of arrive on my old horse that I've had for 7 or 8 years now, and I'm deeply suspicious of everything. Agra takes off her helmet, and she's got this like sort of long, dark, almost reddened hair. A few grays have sort of peeked through, and she sort of wipes her lips and nervously sort of picks at her tusks a little bit, and looks at this mansion, sort of afraid of whatever might be waiting her, because this life that she's built has been very fragile on pillars of salt and sand. So she lowers herself from her horse.
Are you coming alone?
I think Agra would come alone, knowing the shadiness of all of this. I think above all else, she would avoid bringing a companion with her.
Oh, I'm gonna say. So is Agra coming alone?
Agra's gonna come alone because I think, knowing the shadiness of the situation, I don't think she's going to bring a companion along because she feels weird about all this. It's kind of what caused her to break her oath years ago. It is permanently changed the way that she looks at the world. So I think even having friends, having companions now, I think she decides to go alone. Maybe not even telling people about where she's going.
Okay. As you arrive at Daggerford, you can see the statues of these like demon-like gargoyles just looking over you. And though they're staying still, it's almost as if you're being watched. You walk up to this beautiful mansion that looks fully furnished, upkept. You don't know who lives here, who has rented this property, who bought this property, but it looks as if it's been upkept every single day of the week. The bushes are perfectly trimmed. The siding is perfectly painted. This is a nice mansion, right? Mm-hmm. You walk up to the door. I'm assuming you're walking up to the door. I don't want to narrate your actions.
I definitely would headlong walk straight up.
Okay. And as you go to knock on the door, it's your hand almost like falls through for like half a second, and you're like, oh, that was weird. But you open up your hand, and there is a beautiful black key.
Oh fuck no! I immediately am like, more of the same heebie-jeebie bullshit. Okay, I take the key and I sort of rest it in the keyhole, aiming to try and open this door, looking around, making sure no one's watching me, even though I feel this unshakable feeling that I am definitely being watched.
You are being watched. Marchie, please introduce how your character is coming up to this beautiful mansion.
Emra, excuse me. Emra is walking up with a long leather coat, leather pants, hood up, very mysterious looking, in a way that she seems to be exuding a sort of like, oh, I'm doing something sneaky right now, but is wearing the most garish outfit that anyone would be able to spot her a mile away. So like, while the overall styling of it is a very covert looking, it's bright red, so there's no hiding what she looks like. It's very, very new money type of outfit, where it's just got it's way too many things are happening. She is over across the street watching the place that she's supposed to show up. I assume that the letter came with a location and a time that we're supposed to show up, correct?
Correct. Let's call it 8 o'clock.
Beautiful. She would definitely have gotten there early and spent the day watching the establishment prior to the hour of when they were supposed to arrive. And I'm curious if there's anything that she saw prior to.
Interesting. If there's
Would she have seen Agra go up?
Yes, you would have seen Agra go up. But as far as this beautiful mansion, like I said before, it's beautiful, it's well kept, it's well maintained, but for the life of you, you don't know anybody that actually lives at this location.
So no one in and out except for Agra. Agra's the first one?
Correct.
Okay, cool. Having recognized Agra, I assume, not looking that different, I think they're going to wait to see if the other member of our little trio, when this all occurred, will show up as well.
Theo, please introduce your character.
Yeah, Gordy's been living pretty good these past few years, expanded the empire. We're still doing trade deals, but we've gotten some legitimacy behind the operation now. Bigger names, bigger dollars. I'm looking very slicked back hair, suave, in a suit, nothing blingy, because I still like to operate kind of in the shadows. But if you look a little closer, you'll notice I've got the Rolex or whatever in this universe is flashy. I've got some big old rings going on. You know, it's not screaming elegance in the outfit, but there's little clues that I've got money. Okay. So I'm going to have my little horse and carriage. I do have a driver, but I'm still in touch with my roots, okay? He's a sly guy too, and he needed help. He was in the streets. Okay, so he's my driver. He's pulling up my little carriage to the side. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to walk up on foot, take care of the horses, bring them back to our house. I'll figure out getting home on my own.
The driver kind of like looks at you like through his glasses. Yes, Madam Gordy. And he gets paid a lot because he's an old British man. So it kind of like takes the carriage around the block. And you see...
And he wasn't British when I found him, so he's been working on that.
He got made British.
Sure. But
money will do that to you.
You see your friend Agra at the door, waiting to go in.
I'm like, I knew this day was coming. I'm very used to people calling in their favors. So for me, this is just one to another day, another dollar. Let's go up in this old mansion. It's looking pretty fly.
Agra, you see your friend. What would you like to do?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I turn away from Gordy with my face facing the door.
What?
To just sort of maybe just immediately dismiss any mysticism that I might be the same person. I don't want her to look at me. I don't want Gordy to know that it's me. I am looking directly at the door, shunning.
Okay. Would you like to do a stealth check?
Yeah, I would like to do a stealth check, actually.
Please beat a 14.
Okay. That's gonna be, let's see. That's gonna be a 16.
Okay. On your end, Gordy, it looks like a mailman has come to deliver the mail. And he's just lingering a little too long. But you don't recognize your friend immediately because they rolled a very interesting stealth check.
I'm going to be like, what's up? Are you casing the joint?
Jesus Christ, you don't remember me, do you? And I turn and I finally reveal my identity. What the fuck are you doing here?
Agra! It's been ages.
Yeah, it's me. What are you doing here, kid?
Come on, what's with the sulky attitude? This must be fate. We're both here together. It's fate.
Yeah, it's fate, all right. The bad kind of fate where we all crash and burn, and we all fall into a giant crack in the earth, and we're in the 9 hells for the rest of eternity. Yeah, you're right. It is fate.
Agra, you're looking pretty good for somebody who's so complainy. Haven't the last years of your life been nice? Might have been nice, Agra.
Yeah, I mean, sure, it's nice. It's been a prelude to the fall, I suppose, that I've wanted for a long time. But I at what cost? You still don't know what we paid for any of this. Neither of us do. Nor does that other one that I can't remember the name of.
Marchie, would you like to finally come up to the door?
At this point, she's gonna go, you forgot about me? It's only been, what, 8 to 10 years? I don't know, 8 to 10 years? Come on. Last time we saw each other, we all made hella money. So there's no way this can go poorly, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. You're like my good luck charm, Emra.
That's what I'm saying. And I think starts going towards the door to knock on it, but is it like, do I get a key or is it just like not there?
Let's say 1 key for all of you to enter this mansion together.
Beautiful.
I'm like, why are you knocking?
you're
I
up.
have the key right here. I have the.
Oh, perfect.
Why are you knocking? I unlock the door. I try to.
Okay.
Does it work?
You unlock the door, and it's a beautiful mansion. There's a fireplace going on. There's portraits of the 3 of you hanging along the walls. It's wonderful. You know, like, there is, as you can see, no drawbacks yet. The wood is this beautiful stained blackened wood that kind of like winds across the entire house. I guess the fabric of the floor is this beautiful velvet that you're not supposed to be stepping on, but you're rich. You'll just buy another carpet, right? And as you enter, the foyer kind of like points you into like this beautiful, like, I guess, room with leather seats all surrounding a big, gigantic fireplace with the head of kind of a remoraz over the fireplace. And there's a seat for each of you and a couple of extra sheets as well. So, what would you like to do?
Emra is going to take a glance around the room, do an investigation check, see if there are any traps, magic, illusions, anything like that before plopping down. That is a 17. 17?
You're looking around, and as far as you can tell, it's a cool-ass mansion. Not
really my style, but...
No traps. There's nothing that's going to be, like, popping out of the ceiling or below you. There's no, like, hidden wires or anything trying to kill you. For now.
Awesome.
Are the...
I think...
Or sorry, no, actually, go ahead.
But you can feel a demonic presence just filling the room.
Emra is going to reflexively cast mage armor on themselves. The magic that they're casting looks very stilted. Not someone who's used to casting a lot of magic, but like as if having been taught, like if you put your fingers in this very specific way in this, and has just barely learned the basics enough to be able to cast this spell, and covers themselves in a shield of sorts that looks in like a honeycomb pattern over themselves and then disappears.
Ooh, beautiful. You see the 2 of you see Emra just armor up really quickly.
What the fuck?
Expecting some danger. Maybe.
What's going on? Why?
What?
Armor? Hello? What's going on? Tell me right now.
I I don't know anything that's I have no more information than you do, but I'm getting a weird vibe in here. I don't know about you, so I'm gonna protect myself as best I can.
I don't even know if I took these pictures that they have of me. I'm freaking out a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. Can I make a history check if I remember these pictures being taken?
You don't have to roll, but
okay.
You don't remember these. It's more of one of those stately royal portraits, as in like someone has painted this demonically.
Okay.
Agra,
like
what are you
this.
freaking out about? We got fans. They're making art of us, Agra.
I hate that we have fans. You know that I hate that we have fans.
I'm gonna like pull out some dagger. Like I've got my hand on the hilt of a weapon, but I'm just gonna go sit in one of the chairs.
Okay. You sit in the chair. Nothing happens. You feel the warmth of the fire. It's pretty nice.
I'm like, hey, you guys, this place is pretty ritzy. If it's an overnight situation, I want an ensuite.
You don't want a bunk?
No.
Come on.
Well, if there's 2
sleepover,
beds,
it'll be
that's
good
okay.
times.
But I have IBS.
Okay, fair enough. That's so fair. You know what? You're right. Private suites it is. Are there any doors in the room?
Just the one that you came into.
Okay, so I'm gonna start. Can I do a perception or investigation on the painting themselves? See if there's
Of course.
anything. Great. Do you want investigation or perception?
Let's do investigation. Seems like you're trying to source something out. Let's do investigation.
15.
15? The eyes seem to follow you, but it looks like you. You look great in this painting, though. You're probably like muscly, or you look ripped. You know what I mean? You probably had some like magical work done. Your eye color is your favorite color. It's pretty good.
Staring up at my own painting, you'll notice that there is like a shimmery effect on very Vampire Twilight effect on Emra's skin. That there's like some permanent illusion that she's been had on her that like is just a little bit shiny when there's direct light on her. Also some scarring that clearly has been cosmetically to look cool. Like it's clearly been a scar, but it's like been altered to like heal in a way that looks cool.
Are you Scar Girl from TikTok? This is so funny.
I don't know that reference. Maybe I stole this that I don't even know it. How big are the paintings?
I'd say they would be about 5 by 5 foot. So they're like pretty tall. They're meant to be hung over a fireplace, that kind of situation.
Right. So a little bit too big to steal is what I'm getting.
There are magical ways to do that if you'd like, but that's up to you.
Dang, I forgot my bag of holding today. Worst day to forget it. All right. What are we up to? Do we know what's going on in here? Anybody got any further information than their letter? I'm going to pull out my letter. Is there like a seal on it?
You pull the letter out in front of you. The date, the time, location. And you can just see the red circle reminding you of what you did 10 years ago. Right in smack dab in the middle of the letter. And as soon as you put it down, a button appears in front of you. In front of the fireplace.
Fucking God. I just knew it. I knew that this was going to happen. And here we go again. We're going to kill more people. We're going to get more money. And then we're going to live the rest of our miserable lives, little husks of what we used to be. God, I used to believe in like the
saying
good
good things in a bad way. You keep, we're going to get more money. I'm sorry. Is that a bad thing? Presses the button immediately.
We then cut to Wyatt. Wyatt. As you're kind of like walking up to Daggerford, right? The smell of death haunts these streets, permeates. Well, you're a robot, so I would have said nose, but your receptors. Something has died here over and over and over again. A fog coats the streets. And as you walk up to Daggerford, you see this dilapidated, web-covered house. It's like disgusting. It's almost as if there's a hole in the middle of the roof that's caved in. It's almost as if something came from space and just destroyed this roof. Some of it's on fire. You can see bones in the yard, but that doesn't faze you because you and Elliot walk up to this location.
You say death has permeated this land. Does it feel like death is emanating from this place? Like this is point patient zero. This is where things began type energy. Can I decipher that, or is this just part of the calamity?
Well, please roll a history check for me.
I would love to attempt this history check. These count drops, okay. Natural 20. 28 in total.
Okay. Are you familiar with the Spellplague?
Yes.
Okay. That being said, the Spellplague is something that happened hundreds of years ago.
Guy named Carsus is fine.
But in this spot, you could feel the magic drawing towards it. It's almost as if it's being eaten. It's almost as being drained here. Sucked into here. Life and magic are just going into this one dilapidated house. And it's almost as if it's like a cancerous spot in the middle of Waterdeep. But to you, you know it as the Spellplague. Elliot kind of like looks around. Jesus Christ. Oh, it smells horrible.
For once, I'm excited that I don't have the ability to comprehend smells. You should be careful. This is a very dangerous place. Can you survive in here?
Can I? Okay, you're going to have to give me more details. Why did we come here?
So, for the probably 7th time that I've explained since we've walked the hundreds of miles it took to get from Waterdeep to Daggerford, magical darkness, silence, death, gnome, help, don't push button, Daggerford. I think that's just the makings of a wonderful bardic tale, one that I want to be a part of.
Not something I want to read. Jeez. Okay. I mean, I've been close to death before, but nothing like this. I mean, he kind of like takes one big whiff of what's going on here. It's like starts to spit up blood.
They're there. I can't help with that. But he will. Okay. Well, how about you stay and you do a perimeter scan? I'll stay away from it slightly. I luckily don't have to deal with it.
He collapses on the ground.
Okay. Hey, can you? This is number 4. You've. Because as a reminder, he's a shade. He's died before. So he's is kind of just pokes him. He'll wake back up.
You can see the magic draining from his body.
Okay, this is no longer funny. You can get up now. It only takes 10 seconds. Elliot? Oh. I will try to drag him as far away from the perimeter as possible.
Okay. Please make a strength check.
Yeah, 100%. We are going to try our darndest here. Let's use this dice. 13?
You're dragging him. And as his body is dragged across this rocky surface, it starts to turn to dust. Every pull, more of his body starts to give away. And he turns to ash in front of you. And the ash just settles upon the ground. And almost as soon as it touches it, it's eaten into the soil. As if Elliot was never here to begin with.
For a very smart and analytical individual, to say he's shocked is an understatement, because this has never happened before. He's seen this man get decapitated. He's seen him get shot in the head. He's seen him get burned. He's seen him fall off cliffs. We've seen many different deaths. He's never seen ash.
What would you like to do?
I think there's a moment he's just kind of staring at what was left of Elliot. And I think this might be delusion or it might be a faulty system, but he's going to choose to believe that Elliot will be okay because he's always come back.
Okay. Do you continue?
But
on
now
to
he
the
goes. Oh, he has booked it towards the door, faster than he seemed like he should go. Seemingly getting a bit of a boost as he clearly realizes that if that is not a truth, he needs to figure out what's here to get his friend back.
Okay. As you walk up to the door, do you bother knocking?
No.
Okay. You open up the door and you see these three rich-looking individuals. And as the outside was dilapidated and looked like death, the inside looks magnificent. Beautiful crown molding, velvet floors, and a portrait of you upon the walls, Wyatt. This is a nice spot. You haven't seen anything as nice as this. The ceilings are way bigger than you've ever seen. There's a roaring fire, and you see three individuals standing in front of it. What would you like to do?
So, the real question, unfortunately, because you've put up very specific instances now, do I see any other portraits other than mine?
No, you only see yourself, and for time purposes, you see portraits of the three people that are standing around the fire.
That's what I need to, I do see portraits of them.
Correct.
Great, so I'm not going to immediately pull out my crossbow. It's what I need to understand.
You don't know who these people are.
Sure, but I'm a deducer. I know that my picture shouldn't be here. So seeing three other pictures, I know I didn't sign any contracts. I know I didn't make any deals. If I'm seeing three other pictures, I'm guessing they are in a similar position as him.
The three of
Which
you
is
see
why-
a little auto gnome kind of like walk through, incessantly walk you through your magnificent.
Yeah, he
mansion.
kind of walks. This is not his style. He is a sneaker through and through, or just more of a blending into thin air type of individual. He kind of just burst in here, assessing what's going on before locking eyes with the three of you.
Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Maybe
Silence, apparently.
yeah. I look at this auto gnome in front of me, and I'm sort of perplexed. Are you part of this whole letter business? Or are you part of the house?
Seeing and hearing that, I'm going to intentionally just start to scan before I give an answer, just to read their body language, read how they're reacting, if they're not less if they're expecting Wyatt, their vibe as he got in, to see if they were shocked about anything that's happening, etc., just kind of reading the room for a bit.
Okay. So, go ahead, Theo.
Did Wyatt's picture appear before our eyes as he entered? Or was it always there?
It appeared before you. As soon as he walked in, it's there. There was no flashy spell. There was no it magically conjured. It was almost as if it was always there and you just didn't see it at the corner of your eye. But as Wyatt scans each of you, what is your body language? Or are you trying to hide something?
I'm kind of
Standing.
Oh, go ahead.
Gordy, go.
I'm kind of like, hey man, you know anything that's going on with these pictures? I'm like, I think he might be the guy who's coming in to tell us something. You in charge of this whole situation, or what's up with you?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No. Please go. Please. I want to get you go. Yeah.
Emma is standing in front of the fireplace, actively having just pressed the button. Seeing you enter, body language changed from a excited interest in, because the last time this button got pressed, everything changed for the better, to a surprise where hands immediately went to sides, and you would likely be able to clock that going towards weapons that are on the sides of her. Body language is very much stiff and ready to fight if needed, with a cool expression over her face. She's a 5'3" human, like pearlescent white skin with like scars over her face, and appears to be. I think you specifically would also be able to see like a level of dexterity in her that you would recognize as someone who also likely slinks, and there's a level of fluidness that people who know how to like creep in and out of places you would see immediately.
Agra is hand at the hilt of the sword that is on her back, but she is not ready to attack. It is more of a genuine like caged animal, like cornered animal, like what's going on, immediately seeking answers as a stranger has just walked in on what to her was one of the most uncomfortable moments of her life 10 years ago, essentially happening again right before her eyes. So she's both upset about that and also like deeply like seeking answers. So like it's not a I'm gonna hit you, more like a do I need to do something about this kind of vibe? So that's what's going on.
Wonderful. Then what happens next is not meant to be an act of aggression, just also a preparation just in case. Justin, I'm going to ask you to pick one of these three lovely individuals.
Well, I will defer to the dice. I'm going to roll a d4. 1 for Marchie, 2 for Theo, and 3 for Patsy, and 4, you change your mind. How's that sound?
Sure, I guess.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. It landed on Marchie.
Wonderful. Marchie, can you make a deception check, please? This is a mechanical ask.
I'd love to.
And your deception check has to unfortunately beat...
Not gonna beat anything.
You gotta beat at the very least a... Can I get at that automatically? A 20... I can math. A 29.
Yeah, I got an 8. So...
Wonderful. As you see my eyes for a moment switch from that green to a red just for a split second, as I lock with you, game recognizing game for a moment, as I use my insightful fighting against you. So on the chance that we do need to fight, I can sneak attack against you without needing advantage.
That's crazy.
Just for the next minute. But just in case. And he says, who are you and why? And I think at that moment, it's when does he clock the button?
Yeah, is the button still here?
Wyatt, you see a button.
Did hand just come from button? Is hand still on button?
So, time-wise,
Mid-press.
when Emra pushed the button is when Elliot... So I would say about 10 minutes at most since Elliot has passed.
10 minutes?
That's wild.
From when that happened and then you entering, yeah, about 10 minutes.
Okay. Okay. I thought it was like 10 seconds. That's not what I expected to hear.
Well, I'm assuming you're like walking up to the thing, maybe checking it out, knocking.
My friend just died. I ran.
Correct. So,
but no, it's fine. It's fine. At the very least, we'll see. What did you all just do? And did you? And he looks back at the button.
All should
Are
not be a
you-
part of that sentence. All should not
what's
be
your
a part of
deal?
that sentence.
Wyatt, please make an Arcana check.
21.
Okay. As you look at Emra, you see the button behind her, and the familiar darkness comes to your receptors. The same darkness in that very alleyway. But all 4 of you hear the same voice. Who do you say?
I'm hearing that voice, seeing the button, seeing these 3. What have the lot of you done?
Listen, some of us may have pressed a button. All of us pressed a button. Some of us more recently.
At the cost of what? Who lies beyond that button press?
Well, last time we got a lot of money. And that was really great. So I assumed that was the deal this time, although unclear. I gotta be honest. Also, someone may have died. I'm not totally sure on that one. That it was like an in theory thing, so I don't.
Every time the button was pressed, someone died.
We don't know that.
That's what happened. We know that.
You can see the eyes slowly becoming red. And when did you press this button?
What, 10 minutes ago? About? Aggro? 10 minutes?
Don't include me in your shit. You're the one who pressed it.
Yeah, okay, fine. I pressed it about 10 minutes ago. And? Who are you?
Trying to decide if I'm going to be your killer or not. And I begin looking around, hearing the voice. Is the darkness actually starting to come into the room, or I'm just like getting a memory of what happened in the past?
The darkness is coming into the room.
Well, either it's going to kill someone again, or I'm going to get my friend back. One way or another, you're helping me in this situation.
Whom do you serve? Wyatt, the voice rings out from the button.
I serve the agency, not you.
The room kind of like rumbles a little bit. Claim your power. You deserve revenge. You deserve power. They did nothing. They have power that they did not earn. Whom do you serve now? And this is directed at Wyatt.
Do we hear this?
No, you just see the button.
Listen, man, whatever that thing's saying to you right now, I spoke to me too, but it's all lies. It's all bullshit. None of it's true.
I know the truth, and it's not that.
You then hear 3 words from the button.
Okay.
Bring him back. And the button is before you.
Does this button look a certain way? Does it seem to be mechanical? Like, what's the vibe of this button?
It's like a little, I don't know what's it called, like a little treasure box. Oh, this big.
Yeah.
The size of a bread box.
Wonderful.
Open it up, and there's a beautiful ruby encrusted red button.
I love that. As someone who's a tinkerer, can this button be dismantled?
I did not anticipate this question, to be honest with you.
I'm an analyzer, and I have the truth, quite literally. My crossbow is known as the truth.
I love a curveball. I love a curveball. And you know what? I will honor that question with a roll. Investigation. Beat a 7.
Wyatt, would you allow the help
Okay.
action?
What is Emma doing?
I think there would be an approach to aid in the investigation of what is what is the surroundings of this box, and stabilizing it while you tinker with it. But only if you would allow it.
Just to flavor the sequence for a moment, you would, when you start to move over, it's not a twitch. That is what humans do. That is what people with blood do when they are about to do a thing. There's a tell. You can tell that focus is clear on this button, but you also see, game recognizes game, how quickly he can pull out his weapon if need to be. And perhaps you alone, maybe, can tell that being an investigator was not his first directive. And he's trying not to go back to that original. And for a moment when you step over, there again that kind of glare, almost like the glint off of like a mirror or a crystal or something. You see that red in his eyes, but it flashes back to its normal green. He will accept the help action. Now, just in case, because I don't trust this, as a mark of detection, I will add a D4 to this investigation check. I will add a guidance to this investigation check. Not investigation. Yeah, this investigation check. It's plus 5. And then as an auto gnome, I'm built for success. I will add another D4. So that is 9 from there, plus 15, 24, plus 9, 35. Woo! You told me to build an investigator. So that's what I did.
That's not a complaint. I love the creativity. So, the button before you, you immediately start taking it apart. And Gordy in aggro.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm
really
sorry.
quickly. Just really quickly, because this actually would be important.
Okay.
Before we get into the nitty gritty of actually taking it apart, I would have identified it.
Yeah, I have the identify spell. I can cast identify on it
Well,
if we want to do that.
well, I will say, let's not go back in time and let's take it apart first. Yeah. Let's keep going so we can finish this on time. But as you're taking it apart, you are recognizing this old wood. What looked to you as this beautiful ruby-encrusted box and a button. As you take it apart, each piece that's dismantled, it becomes more old and worn. And throughout it, you see like these scribbles etched into the wood in itself. And you see these sun symbols with a skull in the middle of it, just written down. You see claw marks upon it. You see like this box, whatever it may be, has just been through centuries of anguish, battles, something or other. And before you, at the end of like, as you take it apart, inside this mechanism, there is no mechanical thing to it. It's just one symbol, the sun with a skull upon it.
Can I do a history check to see if I recognize the symbol?
Can I do a religion check
Of
in
course.
addition to that?
Of course.
16 on history.
Let's 16 on history. Agra, what'd you get?
Let's see. Sorry, I have to use a digital roller. Not shit. I got a 5.
Agra, you've never seen anything like this before. But Emra, in the 10 years since you've gotten your luxurious wealth, you recognize this as the symbol of Cyric, a evil trickster god, known for causing pain and torture throughout the entire land. But his most hateful and evil act is killing a god of magic and manufacturing the Spellplague, a plague so deadly that it sucks magic from everything and everyone it touches. Every land that is touched by this plague, nothing can grow ever. And it's highly, highly contagious.
Okay. I immediately look to Wyatt and say, okay, that symbol, we should put this down. We should put this down immediately. That, and I explain what you just told me to the group, and say, so we're dealing with a trickster god that's responsible for the Spellplague. So we need to get out of here and fast. Anybody got any? And I'm gonna run over to the door and see if we can exit.
It's locked.
Well, could have expected that.
Can I use my divine sense? Do I sense anything near me?
It's all around you, Agra. It's penetrating every sense and orifice. And you get the impression that it's not happy. Wyatt, the button, after you dismantles it, instantly just refixes itself and says the same 3 words again. Bring him. And a 6th portrait appears on the wall.
Again, I did do, sir. Cyric, yes, Spellplague, clearly. The Spellplague happened a long time ago. Is this something or someone trying to... Because you mentioned in the alley something infernal. Is this something trying to act like Cyric? Or is this actually the Spellplague re-happening? Like, he's trying to understand what are the true stakes here, other than something has power, for sure, but something can't just randomly recreate the Spellplague. Is that actually happening? Or is this something else? So he's trying to look for the things he hasn't seen yet. I'm also going to detect magic as I do that.
Okay. As you're detecting magic, it's different from the alleyway. In that, what's happening here is the work of Cyric. What happened in the alleyway was the result of Cyric, if that makes any sense.
Yes. Understood. Okay. The image shows up, and there's for a moment, again, not human, but that humanity shows within as he sees his friend, his dearest companion, the Watson to his Sherlock. But he's not, and he has never been one to make rash decisions. That is just not what he does. Door is locked. In the detect magic, am I picking up anything else in the room?
Their magic. The mysterious billionaires in the room. But Cyric magic, lying magic, trickster magic, death haunts this place.
He looks back to the 3. I don't know what deals you'll have made in the past, but you're not getting out of them without giving up more. That is clear. So what are you all going to do? I'm not pushing that button.
No,
But I will get my friend back one way or another.
And I would like to help. I don't want to... I didn't know that that's what we were dealing with, so I'm very happy to get rid of... Spellplague is bad for everybody. We don't need that again. Let's figure out what we can do to get rid of this now. Can I do an investigation on the paintings? Is there anything that is similar in the paintings of each one? Like, are there background items? Are there, like, things that maybe we're holding? Or, like, the style of it? Like, is there something about these paintings that we're supposed to be intuiting?
Of course. Roll. Beat a 12.
That's a 16.
Okay. As Wyatt is speaking to your compatriots, you take a look at these paintings and you look at yourself and you look pretty good, but why is one eye in one direction? That's kind of weird. And that's just your painting. But you look at Gordy's painting and it looks like Gordy's crying, but the tears are red, and you notice that blood starts to come from Gordy's eyes.
Yeah.
The painting specifically.
Um,
And then you look over at Agra's painting, and it's just a skeleton.
Something's going on with these paintings.
Same position, but
Can I try and take it off
Agra
the
is
wall?
a skeleton in the paint.
I'd like to get up. I don't know how much they're, like, on the wall at all, but I'd like to get up and, like, interact with them if I can.
Of course.
Specifically go over to... It said you Agra's was the one that was crying blood? I'd like to go over and
Yes.
touch it and see if, like, I can tell if it's actually blood or if it just appears that it is. Like, is this illusory? Is this, like, physical,
Okay.
actual blood?
Is illusory. Because since you made that check, I'll just tell you outright. It's not real blood, but it's some sort of illusion. The illusion's starting to break down
Can I
a little bit.
feel around the painting, see if there's like, is there like hinges? Like, are these gonna open? Like, is there something about? Okay.
So you
Yeah.
touch the painting, and the more you start to uncover it, dust starts to come from your fingers a little bit. It starts to look older and decrepit, and it starts to feel wet. And then by the time you like step back and look at the entire painting, it doesn't even look like you anymore. It looks like someone else you've never seen before. Is half of it singed off. Something definitely cast an illusion on this, right? Agra. As Emra is watching this painting, the button slides over to you, and in your head, you hear 3 words.
You serve me.
In that moment, I think back to the oath that I swore 15 years ago when I swore an oath to the crown, part of the Green Guard. And I think about how that choice was taken away from me in an instant before I could even touch the button to begin with. I had to break my oath to forsake the person that I wanted to be the entire reason I became a paladin to begin with. And something overcomes me in this moment that's like deep and primal. And I'm going to take my longsword out and I'm going to attempt to divine smite this button from the side.
Okay. All right. Roll to attack. Beat a 16.
Okay, that is going to be a 21.
21. I won't even let you roll for damage. Just say, you divine smite this button. And the ruby button just like shatters into a million pieces. And as soon as it shatters, the illusion of the entire mansion just cracks open. And the darkness and the decrepitness that's haunting this beautiful mansion just fills the room instantly. You can feel the cold of the outside. You can smell the death that is in the air. And everything that was in this illusion is now gone. Everyone who thought this was a mansion is instantly like yanked back to reality. And as the ruby crystals start to hit the ground and shatter, they start to shake a little bit and start to form together again. What is Gordy doing in this scenario?
Has it gotten just nasty and gross in the room, or is it dark now?
Yes, it is. It's like the D&D crack house in here. It looks awful. It smells terrible. This was never a beautiful mansion. This is a decrepit, lost house that someone found on the corner.
Okay, and the rubies are kind of forming into something new, or they're forming back into a button?
They're forming back into a button, and it slowly starts to crystallize towards you, Gordy.
Sorry, I was having bad connection before. Did we try and attack the paintings or throw them in the fire yet?
The paintings are... Don't worry about the paintings. They're illusions.
Okay. I want to try and kick the button into the fire.
Okay, everyone's saying no to the button. Interesting. Okay. Roll to hit. Beat a 16.
I'm rolling a 20 die.
Of course. And add your strength.
I rolled a 1.
Okay. You go to kick this button and almost like what's Charlie Brown with the football? It's like swoop. Just right on your butt, right?
Embarrassing.
But the rubies start to form in front of you as you're looking down on it. Emra, you see that more of the house starts to break open and start to come to this red crystal. Almost like a little mini transformer. Like the house is starting to cave in on itself. Wyatt, you see flashes of the Elliot painting. Flashing, it's Elliot, then it's not, then it's you, then it's not, then it's you again, but it's still being sucked into this ruby crystal. And as soon as it starts to come together, you see the fabric of realities just start to tear a little bit. And this darkness that's in the fabric of this reality starts to leak out, the same that you saw in the alleyway. The same darkness that you saw in that house 10 years ago. Agra, Emra, and Gordy. And you can just see a skeletal hand just start to rip open. And you can see one eye within the fabric. I'm giving you guys a chance to decide what you want to do next.
Oh, Wyatt is immediately booking back away from the darkness proper because he knows that being in the darkness is not good. He's going to get back. And you see a section on his side suddenly open up as he reaches in, and folded into itself before it shunts out is a hand crossbow. And he's going to just take cover, waiting for whatever that is to potentially pop out. Try to ascertain what the heck it might actually be and what it's about to do.
Does my divine sense tell me what this thing is?
It's the demon.
It is
the same demon you saw 10 years ago.
Got you. Okay. It's infernal. It is for sure. Okay.
Emra is going to pull out their sword, Flame Tongue Rapier, and activate it. It is going to cast Bright Light in a 40-foot radius and stay within 5 feet of an ally and prepare to strike.
Emra, you light this sword up like it's a lightsaber. And it shines upon the darkness. And then your hands start to feel cold, icy. You hear in your head over and over and over again,
"You serve me."
And you can hear the button mechanism like click, click, click. Your hands start to turn old. Your beauty is waning. And it's almost as if the magic is like draining from you. And the fire that was lighting this sword is draining into this portal, this tear in the reality. And you can see the hand that just ripped open this reality crawl towards you. To everyone else, it happens in an instant. But to you, it's almost as if time has stopped. And it just puts its hand right on your head. Please make a wisdom saving throw.
It's just because I pressed the button twice. Can't imagine that was going to come back at me.
You are literally the only character who has pressed the button twice.
Can't believe that came back at me. Okay, that's a 14. I had a +0 to that, so I'm okay with that. I don't think it's going to beat it, but I'm happy that it was high.
Okay. So, as soon as it goes into your mind, the hand touches your head, everything turns black, and you are by yourself. And 4 large black demons with white eyes just appear in front of you with wings that are like 10 feet long and fingers starting to like grow these horrible looking nails all around you, and your sword lights up again. And on the other side, everyone looks as Emra starts to sprout wings. Her teeth grow. She gains 2 feet in height, and she becomes a demon.
Dang.
Everyone, roll for initiative.
You're fighting me now. Fascinating. Okay.
Emra, to everyone, you see them as demons. Gordy, Wyatt, and Agra, Emra has become the demon in Daggerford. So, everyone roll initiative.
Which also means I have 0 allies in this room, correct?
That is up to you. So, who got 20, 19, 18?
Sorry, really quickly. What happened to the actual demon that we saw? Did they like fuse with Emra or like?
On the outside, this hand that came out of the fabric of reality just grabbed Emra, and her body just changed into this like demon-like structure.
Understood. My
So-
dice love me.
Who got 20, 19, 18?
24, natural 20.
Okay, we'll start off with Wyatt. 17.
I don't roll many natural 20s in games, so this is actually lovely.
17, 16, 15. Okay, 14, 13, 12. Wow, all right. 11, 10, 9. Really? Okay. 8, 7, 6. Jesus. Okay, so next is Agra. And Gordy and Emra both rolled natural ones, correct? What is your dex on both of those?
I have a 16 dex. I also have a thing where I can switch places in initiative.
You can if you'd like.
But then that one
But
is so funny that I'm gonna
up to
keep
you.
it.
All right.
I have 17 dex.
What's Theo's dex? All right, so then it would go Gordy, then Emra. Does that sound good to everyone?
Love it. Can't wait.
So, Wyatt, you are first up in initiative. What would you like to do?
And sorry, you said the demon that touched Emra is what or where?
It reached out of the portal
Yeah.
and turned Emra into this demon.
Yeah, what it
It's
did
still
do
there.
after.
The tear of fabric is still there. You see this eye just kind of like watching you guys commit whatever you're about to do. But the tear of reality is still there.
Okay. Again, this is a deducing character. In Infernal, Wyatt's voice will switch and say, "More illusions? No." And you said the eye is still visible, so I would like
Correct.
to turn. Bonus action it's probably going to succeed, but we'll find out. Can the eye, if there's a person to a target, can they make a deception check? As I use my insightful fighting against the eye.
Okay. Are you sure you want the eye that you know is coming from Cyric, the god of tricks and lies, to make a deception check?
I am not one to just suddenly fight
Okay.
an ally. Well, when I say ally loosely, because we just met, and it's been revealed that a lot of this is illusion. A lot of
Okay.
this is falsehood. So yes, I will intend to, whether that works out or not, that would be the deduction made. This is not the enemy, that is. Yes.
Interesting. So, instead of a god making a roll, let's have you make a roll to see if this is a real illusion or not.
Okay, just so
Does
you
that make sense?
just so you're aware as well, via my insightful fighting, per the mechanics of it, I make an insight versus their deception. If I succeed, I can use my sneak attack against them without needing advantage. So it's just more of a mechanical thing, but I will also absolutely make an actual insight against them. I do have an ear for deceit, so any insight that I make that has a die roll of 7 or lower is counted as 8. So we're gonna go from there, which is lovely because I rolled under. And I'm gonna add the dice that I can legally do without having to do any other actions for it. Of course, this is horrible. The bad rolls. That's okay. Altogether, it comes out to an 18.
Okay. You can see through the god of lies. And you know that there is some sort of illusion happening. But there is a real demon in front of you within Emra that is haunting her visage, if that makes any sense.
It does.
It's not an illusion per se.
Sure. No, that's real.
But
That's very real.
She is
Yeah.
actually a threat.
Yes.
Does that make any sense? Okay.
1,000%. Just doing the deductions before I start doing things. That technically would have been my bonus action, unless you wanted that to be my full action. You have you are under a silence spell.
Silence spell. Let's keep it your bonus action, please.
Wonderful. The other question, very important. How much time has passed in this room since we started the sequence in the house proper? Lots of stuff happened kind of fast, but I'm not sure how much time has passed.
I'd say another 10 to 20 minutes.
Okay, then that will matter. Unfortunately, yeah, I will take my action against Emra, pulling my thing. I have not moved this turn. Wonderful. Oh, no, that's a bonus action. Never mind. I'm just gonna shoot. I'm going to aim to make all of these non-lethal. I'm not trying to kill them. That is my plan at the very least. That is a 26 to hit you.
Emra, does that hit you?
You'll be shocked to hear yes. Yes, it does.
Are Agra or Gordy next to Emra?
Yes, I would. I believe I would be probably pretty within melee attack range.
Wonderful. Then it's just going to be 1d6 plus 5 plus 2d6 plus 3d6. So we're just going to go from there. I'm so sorry. That's 15. 20, 25, 30 points of piercing damage with my hand crossbow. That is including sneak attack.
It's non-lethal, though.
Would you like to hear how many hit points I have?
It is.
I have 38 hit points. So I'm going to go ahead and use my uncanny dodge reaction and half that. So that would be a total of, I'm sorry, it was 30, so down to 15, correct?
It's
Okay,
30,
beautiful.
so 15. Yep.
But it's non-lethal, so it's so fine.
Intentionally, I have not hit your face. I have not hit your heart. I'm getting places to incapacitate, not kill. But you can tell I could have hit your heart. I don't want to kill you. That's the plan. And I'm staying back where I am because no. That is my entire turn.
Okay, Agra, you're up next. What would you like to do?
Immediately, I'm going to shout to Gordy and Wyatt, look away, like with as much conviction as I possibly can, as like a free action, if that's okay.
Of course, talking is always a free action.
Okay.
Close the eyes.
So
Yeah.
I'm asking, I don't know if they will listen to me or react in time, but I am going to channel divinity dreadful aspect to try to frighten Emra from this form that she's within, to try to separate some sort of wisdom save to try and separate their consciousness a little.
Okay. Emra, please make a wisdom saving throw. What does Emra have to beat, Agra?
Emra, it's not incredibly high, but the save is 13.
Okay. You have to
Just
be
as a reminder to
13.
everyone, I add 0 to this. That's a 16 on the die.
Gotcha.
Okay. So Emra succeeds on that. So the dreadful... Oh, what's it called? What's it called? I'm sorry.
Dreadful aspect.
Dreadful aspect does not work. Unless there's
Gotcha.
like a kickback effect. Emra, on your side, one of these demons just starts to scream and starts to like claw at you dreadfully. But you have your flame sword. You're not afraid. You could take him. Agra, is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
I think that is all I have for my for my action. I can, let's see if there's any bonus actions I have that I can do. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that does take up my, I don't have a ton of bonus action things I can do here. I guess I could do, hang on. I should have written down what all of my things are bonus actions because I completely forgot to do that because I'm so awesome.
It's okay. If you can't think of anything right now, let's just move on to the next person.
That's all good with me. I think, yeah, unless I can make an extra attack, but I think... I think I can make an extra attack as a bonus action.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so I'll make another attack with my... Just as a desperate bit, I'm going to try to attack with my greatsword to attempt to...
All right. Emra's AC, I believe, is 13.
It's now
so
16 because I
beat a
cast
13.
mage armor.
Oh, okay. Mage armor. Fancy.
That's a 2, but I'm going to great weapon fighting reroll that. That is
Okay.
an 11. I miss again.
No. Emra, this demon is clawing at you, but you feel strong. You're not afraid. Emra is way too fast. She's crawling on the walls with her demon like claws and shit. She's dodging every attack that you throw at her. Gordy, it's now your turn.
I want to try and talk to Emra and see, like, can she hear me? Is she still in there?
Please.
Okay. What is Emra's passive perception?
Ooh, good question. Passive perception is 10. My passive investigation is 15.
Okay. All right. Gordy, beat a 10, charisma, or persuasion. Whatever Gordy thinks is best at reaching Emra. Because they're so close friends,
Besties.
aren't you?
Oh, I got a 19.
Okay. All right. What do you say to your friend?
Emra, you need to get away from this demon. What do we do to help you? Can you kill it yourself?
Emra. The other demons. But this demon to your left starts speaking words, and it says the same thing that Theo just said. But weird. The other ones.
Is that Gordy's full turn?
I believe that's an action. If talking is a free action. I take that back. You can still do an action.
They would
Gordy.
definitely make me pause. So you described me crawling around on the walls. So if I'm pausing and paying more attention.
Okay. All right. You pause. The demon has stopped in front of you, Gordy. What would you like to do next?
I'm feeling so conflicted because it seems like I'm getting through to the demon. But also, can I do a perception check on or can I check if they're trying to attack me?
You can see that this demon is attacking everyone. Actually, Emra hasn't struck anyone so far in this fight. So, no, they're not attacking anyone.
Can I try and I want to try and attack this like little hole with the eye coming through it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do I have
16.
I have a hand axe.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and swing my hand axe at that little crack in the reality, I guess.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Okay. 12.
Okay. You had to beat a 16. You go with your hand axe and try to hit this thing, but another spectral hand just grabs your hand in midair and just stops you from attacking immediately. Next up, Emra. What would you like to do?
Is the semen reality visible to me?
No.
That dang. Okay. So I have been attacked by 2 out of the 3 demons here. One of them talked to me
Correct.
like a normal person, and I assume recognized Gordy's voice, no? And then they went to attack something else. Can I see where they went to attack?
They went to go attack what looks to be nothing in the air.
Okay.
Because you can't see
Right.
the scene.
I know that there is illusions everywhere. Or like
Correct.
And can I feel that I'm different? Or is it just my surroundings that are now different?
You yourself are not different. In your head,
Right.
you're fine. You're chill. Everything
Okay.
else has changed.
I feel like there would be enough of a. We've seen a bunch of illusions and a scary. I know that a trickster god is involved, so I feel like it's a pretty easy assumption to jump to that what I'm seeing is not the reality. Would you say that that's fair?
I would, but you
I did fail the wisdom save. You're right. No,
the
you're right.
saving throws to
Oh, right.
get that. That would be a deduction, but you unfortunately did
I
not roll
failed it.
hard enough earlier
You're
in the game.
so right for that. Okay, so instead, I'm just going to attack who attacked me the worst, which was Wyatt, with my flame sword. Does a 24 hit?
A might.
Might.
Give me a moment. 24. Yes, 24 hits. You would have had to.
damage?
I am back, so you would have to move out of Agra's range.
Oh.
Would have propped an opportunity attack. Yeah, I am not a close.
That's so fair.
Ain't
Okay,
crossbow,
never
baby.
mind. Then I would have. I'm glad you clarified, because if I'm in close quarters with someone, I would like to attack them. So if Agra's the one that's nearest me, then I'm going to attack them.
Okay, let's keep that same
Great.
number of roll.
24.
Does a 24 hit you, Agra?
You're muted.
I'm assuming that hits.
Silent spell.
Yeah,
Please
yeah.
roll
Sorry,
for damage,
I got silent spelled.
Great. That's 9 points of damage and then an additional 1d6. That's a 1. That's unfortunate. For the flames. And I don't have any allies in the room, so there's no sneak attack. That's unfortunate. And then I would like to bonus hide.
I'm going
Bonus action hide? Okay.
before the bonus action hide, I'm going to take a reaction to cast a hellish rebuke.
Whoa.
Oh. All right. That's automatic, correct?
They must
Dex
make
save.
a dex save, yeah.
What does a
Emma,
hellish
please make a
rebuke
dex
do?
save. It's a little bit of hit back. If someone hits you, they get erupted in infernal flames, etc., etc.
That's a 23.
Is that safe?
Yes, that does. So you'll take half as much, so I'll roll 2d10.
This genuinely might take me out.
So
Oh, actually, no, it wouldn't. I'd be really close, though.
you'll take just 4.
Okay. Beautiful. Definitely looking hurt. Can I bonus action hide now? Beautiful.
Of course. You see this demon attack Agra, erupt in flames, and just crawl up to a hiding spot. The ceiling. Just crawl up to the darkness of the ceiling. Now.
Damn.
It is now Wyatt's turn.
Very important. Because I'm really, 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 really trying not to kill their friend right now. What is the eyeball doing?
Okay. Please make a wisdom saving throw. Beat a 14, Wyatt.
Okay. Cheddar salad, that is a dirty 20.
Okay. You look towards the eye, and you can see Elliot reaching out to you. Please, 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 please bring me back. But you rolled a 20, and you can see past this illusion. It's not Elliot. It's this demon reaching out and controlling Emra, almost like a claw machine, obstructing her view so that everything she looks at is darkness and demonic. It's all coming from that one tear.
Yeah. You're gonna see the eyes are fully red. As they kind of stare at this entity, realizing that it's essentially the puppet master. Excuse me. I'm gonna use my bonus action to steady aim. Because I'm not moving this turn to give myself advantage on this roll. And I'm going to aim directly at them. I do not want to hurt Emra. I will if I have to, and I don't have to this very second. And I'm going to shoot that demon.
Okay. Beat a 16.
Okay, I do have advantage. Natural 20.
Oh my gosh!
I had advantage. I rolled a 2 on the other die. So thank God for advantage. Because that would have sucked. It was a 28 in total. With sneak, you said doubling dice. So this is going to be 12d6.
You shoot the arrow at this tear. And for a brief second after you shoot, it's Elliot. Please, don't! And as soon as it hits Elliot right in the eye, the illusion finally breaks. And you could just see it like glass just right in the middle and gets sucked back into the tear. And all of the darkness that was in the room just gets sucked back. All of Emra's body that was coating this darkness, this like demon skin, gets sucked into the tear. And all of the power that you once held, Emra, gone in an instant. You fall upon the ground. Agra, the shining armor that you came in with starts to rust and tear off into this tear. And Gordy, all the beautiful rings and rich things that you bought, all the gold that's in your pocket, one at a time, gets sucked into this tear and closes before you. And you can just see one gold piece just spinning on the ground. It hits the wood. All of you are penniless. No magic can feel through your veins, can swim through your veins now. And you are still in Daggerford. What would you guys like to do?
Do I feel my divine powers that have come from breaking my oath, do I feel them dissipate?
Yes.
Okay. I breathe a sigh of relief and I fall to my knees.
What's Gordy doing?
So has the room? So the room is still like a crack, nastiness, whatever vibes.
Yep, you're living in a D&D crack house right now.
I'm gonna be like, whoa, that was crazy. I think I'm gonna go try like to find a local pub. Seems like this business is over.
With what gold? And Emra, all the work you've had done over the years is clearly visible now.
Dang. Looks real messed up, real bad. You said there's a gold coin on the ground?
Yeah.
I go over, I look at it. Does it look like just a normal gold coin, or does it have the symbol of the scary
it's a gold
trickster god
coin
on
with
it?
the symbol of Cyric on it.
I think she goes through like, oh, with the symbol of Cyric on it?
Yeah.
Back away slowly. And says, well, Gordy, I could use a drink too. Do you want to go steal a drink, try to find something?
Yeah, and get back into the smuggling business. I just need to do something really quick, and I try and kick the coin into the fire.
Ooh, good idea.
You kick the coin into the fire.
Beautiful.
And it just it like starts to turn into like this black goop and dissipates. And Wyatt, you see all of this happen. You see these 3 new friends, enemies. What would you like to do?
All of the stuff kind of reverted. Do I hear Elliot at all?
No.
He's gonna look at these 3, see that the going get kicked. Let this be a lesson. Don't take things from things you don't understand. The world is not kind. Not usually. He's going to turn. I mean, not gonna like cut them off, they're gonna speak, but he's going to turn and leave.
Before you go, Emra's gonna reach out a hand, and just say, that was a good hit. So incredibly hurt. Down, really visibly hurt from the last exchange. And is gonna say, if you ever need anything, or need connections, you can always find me. I appreciate it.
You're gonna feel once that handshake happens, you're gonna feel a prick from his own hand to yours, and in that prick he's gonna cast Cure Wounds on you.
Aww.
That's going to be math. Math. I can math 11 hit points. He says, perhaps we'll see each other again. Hopefully not on opposite sides.
And as you
I'd really rather prefer an ally. Yeah.
And as you leave this mansion, the gargoyles that were once looking over you aren't there.